É o meu. Não, é uma caixa que é uma merda. Eu não sei. Só carreguei. A máquina é boa, está aí o gajo com barcos. A máquina deve ter a para a cabeça. Paga a luz.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Going to harvest some knotgrass from the greenhouse.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend. And I'd like to be...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume... Speak, Professor.
Oh?
Very... Might I?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep...
Para, não faças isso sobre com isso, tá bem? Mano, não precisa... Ah, telemóvel, pô. Deixa lá separar isso. Problemas na... no contacto, no caso, não posso saber.
She's not that good at flying.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Sì, ora va, voglio dire mio.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
No, but... Benim checkpoint já aqui.
Revelio. Protego. Lumos. Protego.
Afraid of a staircase?
Hogwarts.
Do not dally, young friend.
É muito ligeiro isto. Eu sei também. Vamos ver. Vamos ver. Isto é incrível, meu. Olha aqui. Então, viste de novo. Está a ver? Antes? Nos carros? Eu não, fui dormir. Slow down, rivers go. Aí é de cabo do...
Revelio. Protego.
Como assim falta uma box?
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Mano, foi uma caixa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise Levioso. Now, the basic cast.
Protego.
Well done. Good. Now, the basic cast. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego. Protego. Complicates things.
Não tá com a cara.
I know. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
All of my students with this adept.
Protego.
I do enjoy lively duel.
Levioso.
Launch your opponent in silence to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Olha a luz.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattle.
No! Não posso avançar aqui, não.
Our entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Quatro caixas, mano. Eu achei que o meu telefone já está estragado.
It was a long time ago.
Isto não está carregado.
Away from me.
Finalmente.
Not even Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Ah, vou mais daqui de casa.
The lesson.
Lá mais pessoas em casa. Os primeiros níveis são as aulas.
Here. Behind you.
Mais para a frente vais começar a aprender as magias todas e vais começar a bater a sério.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres to relinquish your charm. That's it! Don't think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good. Stay focused. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Mano, foda-se.
There we go.
Accio. Happens to the
Bishop. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Opa, porra, meu.
Oh dear.
Vocês estão vai. Porra disso. Ah, o saldo.
Se eu... Então, não fiz nada.
Tu é assim, meu.
Tu o quê? Para de puxar para trás que eu quero passar, meu. Para, meu.
Tipo, rachas caiu.
Já sei a PlayStation 5 Pro. A diferença da PlayStation 5 Pro é só que tem as linhas aqui. E o GTA vai ser exclusivo da PlayStation 5.
Sim,
Rockstar vai ser. Não é PlayStation 5, da PlayStation. A Rockstar vai passar só a ser da PlayStation. Acho que sim.
É mesmo, e faz bem. Quer vender a consola, tem que ter exclusivos. Coisa que a Xbox não tem. Sim, mas o que é que a PlayStation 4 Pro tem de especial? Não, gráficos não tenho certeza. Como?
Let us make this a bit more
Ah,
interesting.
não, mano.
shall we?
Não, mano, deixa-me matar. Eu vou pegar um 100%.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio. Very good.
Bishop. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Nicely done. Let us see this.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Agora é ver.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Mano.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Não, João, nunca
Good
gostava
game
assim,
back there.
cara.
I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient.
Espera aí.
Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Oj! Oj! Oh.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Mano, que level design estúpido!
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
My family's owl is getting through. And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Mano, o que você aconteceu agora? Ah! Porra!
I do get nervous when the owls play.
Revelio. Protego. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso.
Oh, don't do that. That's not necessary.
Neden? Peraí. Peraí. Peraí.
Eu não gosto dessa